Hi guys, this is Elmarie here from Worcester, Western Cape, South Africa, which is where I am recording from. I am recording from my home. My shop is here. You may see there all my cottons, and in the background my merinos are, and yeah, this is my space in my house. All the other spaces are sort of invaded, but this is my space. So yeah, thank you for just taking time and visiting me here. My podcast is about my hand-dyed yarns, knitting, crocheting, spinning from time to time, although I haven't spun a lot at all. Spinning and sewing sometimes. I make project bags. Haven't done that in a while either. And maybe once in a blue moon you may just find me showing you painting that I did, but that I don't do often at all. So thank you to all returning viewers that you are coming back and spending time here, and welcome to anybody who's new. I have seen that I have some more subscribers, which is great. This is now episode 30 or 31, I think. I'm not quite sure. Not great with it. And it is done. Is it the 8th or the 9th of April? Oh my word, I'm not good with that either. Anyway, it's April. And it's Monday morning. So, yeah. And I have to say, today is quite hot. It's going to be 31 degrees Celsius. It's autumn in South Africa. That's quite normal because it's dropping to 21 degrees Celsius tomorrow. That's autumn for you. In Africa, anyway. I don't think it's autumn in many other places, but that's autumn in Africa. You get, especially in the Cape Peninsula, it's one day it's weather is just great, and the next it's really cold. So yeah, that's autumn in South Africa. So today I actually have show notes in front of me, but I can't promise I'm going to keep to them, and they're very basic little show notes. See? It's like I just dotted down a couple of stuff, and yeah, anyway, not great with that. I think I need to go start dyeing something, because I'm good with that, but not really good with all the administrative stuff and whatever. Anyway, having said that, let's just start with admin stuff. Firstly, I have admin stuff to share. Yay! Where you can find me, where you will find me on social media is as A Cup of Yarn on Instagram. That's my business name, by the way, A Cup of Yarn. And you will also find me as A Cup of Yarn on Facebook. Then you will find me on Ravelry as Ella73. And now I have a group. I started a group specifically for the podcast. So I'm thinking of changing the name of the podcast, but I'm still thinking about that. The group's name is My Yarn Runneth Over. Now, anybody who knows me well enough will know that, yes, I am kind of one of those full-blown irritating Christians. So my yarn runneth over is kind of funny for me because, yes, I am blessed. And, yes, my yarn does run over everything. It runs over the kitchen table sometimes. It's definitely running over this table, which you can't see. It runs over the living room couch and the coffee table. It literally runs over everything. So yeah, the group is called My Yarn Runneth Over, and I started a make-along on that group. I thought, well, as a starting point, let's just go with a make-along. Other people who know me well, and if you watched the podcast before, I'm very passionate first and foremost about natural yarns over synthetics. I realize that there's a place for synthetics. I know the people who do charity work really can't afford to always work with natural yarns, but for the most part I truly believe it is better to work with natural yarns. It's healthier, safer, and especially when it comes to little children. I have such an issue with acrylics, and older people, and just people in general, anything that sits against their bodies. It's like wrapping them in plastic. So especially little kids, when they're still growing, just try and navigate to cottons and stuff, natural stuff. Even if you have to make them yourself, just, anyway, that's a different story for a different day. Just on I've listened to other podcasts, they call it a sidebar. As a sidebar, I live right next to the N1, which is one of our main roads in South Africa. You might just hear a lot of noise as far as traffic is concerned. Cars, trucks, can't do anything about that. That's where I live. If I have my way, I will be living on a farm soon. Anyway, so that is where you will find me. I will put the link down below for the group as well. Please come and join the make along. The make along is for any of the crafts. You can weave, you can crochet, you can knit, you can even sew something up. My only rule for that is natural fibers only, no synthetics. And also preferably locally sourced. So if you live in South Africa, please buy a South African yarn. Honestly, just buy a South African yarn. I've talked about that before. I have this huge beef with all the imported stuff from China and Turkey, where I have absolutely nothing in common with. So if you're going to buy a natural yarn, buy it at your local yarn shop. You can buy it from me. But please keep to your local yarn place, your local yarn source. So you will often find Moya there, you will find Vinnie's there, you will find, as far as the fibre, the merinos are concerned, you will find many different indie dyers. So yeah, that is the only requirement. And then of course, when you have, there are two threads. The one is for FOs and the other one is for whips. So once you have a whip going, please put it in the whip section, and then once it's a FO, you can just, the whips is like the chat place as well. If you need advice or you want to know where to find a certain yarn, you can ask there. And then you can also just, when your work is done, put it on the FO thread. And once it's on the FO thread, it is seen as an entry. So you entered it there, and you will be part of the draw for a prize. Prizes will be coming up as people start entering. I will give you the first prize, I think, next week. I will show the prizes on YouTube. On my channel, so you can just come and take a look at what the prize will be. Yeah, that is that bit. Okay, so on to knitting. But please just join me. It's gonna be fun, and you can do whatever you want to. As I said, if you want to do sewing, that's fine. Just go buy yourself a piece of cotton or some natural fiber somewhere. Doesn't matter what you do, just keep it natural. Okay, so also I wanted to tell you guys, you know what, I'm following a lot of different podcasts. At the moment, when I started out, it was really just as a learning curve. So some of the podcasts I'm following, I will put down below as links. But I started following a lot of them more to know how to work with a podcast, and I'm still learning. some of those podcasts, people are really professional. I've decided to keep mine casual and not professional because I don't want to. I don't want to be all stuck up. No, and the ones that are professional aren't stuck up. It's just, I'm not that type of person. I'm not into formal stuff at all. I'm not formal. I'm not formal by nature. So, I will, however, tell you that there are one or two of them that I just follow for the fun of it. One of the channels that I do follow, just because I never stop, I always watch it and end up laughing halfway through and just end watching it with a smile on my face, is called Cozy Up with the Stitchin sisters. They are in Canada and they're really funny, so if you want to go watch them, you're welcome. I also, the first two I started following was Squirrel Pie Productions and Yarngasm, and those are some of the podcasts that I really learn from. I learn about how they do things. I learn about show notes, which honestly, the show notes, there will be a thread for show notes for the podcast in the Ravelry group as well. Yeah, so there was another one I started following that's a French. I'm following a lot. I really am. I'm following a lot of different podcasts. There was another one that I really find funny and is called Cherry Pie Productions, I think. Cherry Pie Cottage Productions. Anyway, I'll put the links down for some of them below and you can just go watch them. I mean, honestly, I find some of them, as I said, something to learn from, and others really just funny and entertaining and something to just keep my eyes and ears busy while I'm knitting. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking tea today. And not what tea, herbal tea. And there's actually a reason for that. The only herbal tea you usually see me drink is rooibos. This isn't rooibos. It's like a mint thingy I bought from Woolworths. And I really don't like it. But this is more for health reasons. Anyway, I've got chai tea as well. I'm wondering why I did that now. Anyway, and the dogs are going crazy because it is also on a Monday. I don't know why I decide to record on a Monday, but Mondays are also our dirt removal day. Or in Afrikaans, as we call it, Vullisdag. And the dogs go ballistic because we've also got guys scratching around in the dirt bins trying to find recyclable stuff that they sell, which I don't mind normally. Really, I don't have a beef with them, but the dogs do not like them very much. If you live in South Africa, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't live in South Africa, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Let me just drink this yucky stuff quickly before it's completely cold. Maybe it will be less yucky if it's cold. So, on to knitting. What I have finished. I have a finished object that I am so chuffed with, and I'm going to put them on. They have not been washed or blocked yet. But I knitted a pair of gloves. Fingerless ones. And what's the best of this is the first time I've actually knitted gloves. My previous ones were all crocheted. I've never knitted them before. And I don't even want to really show because I made so many. Like this one, my left hand one, I had to frog right there. and I was working with this very sort of, oh, let me tell you what I'm working with. I'm working with a 3-ply, very, it's not a tight twist, it's a very loose twist. So I'm working with this, which was my first attempt at dyeing self-striping yarn. And this is actually very nice to work with the first time. Not so great to work with when you frogged twice. Then the yarn starts getting a bit cross with you and starts getting splitty, you see. But anyway, this is what I have left. I haven't even weighed this, but I think it will probably be somewhere towards 25 grams or something like that. I don't know. I did this with size 4 needles, Knitpro Symphonies, the wood needles, and well, they came out fine. They came out exactly the way I wanted them, and I'm gonna for the market I will be knitting quite a few of these, probably just in plain colors though, although I love the way they came out. I love the way that the stripes aren't in the same places. I know people don't always like that, but this is so me. There are stripes, but they're not all in the same place. Look at the thumbs. I mean, honestly, this is just me. There are stripes. They're not all in the same place. Sounds like my brain, you know. There are brain cells, but they're not all in the same place. Not even actually sometimes where they're supposed to be. Anyway, this will keep my hands warm. This is not enough to make a beanie from, which is really sad. I don't know what to do with this. I might actually just dye up a solid color like of this one, because this is my favorite color. This is almost this turquoise, almost a more muted type of turquoise. Just like a winter color. I think I'm gonna dye up one that has that in it, just a solid, and then I will, you know, just make like the front part where the ribbing is. I'll do this, use this, and then I'll do the rest of the solid. Ah, great, I gave myself an idea. Sorry guys, it's really too hard to wear them, but I actually really like them. So this pattern, I'll tell you what the pattern is now. I actually have it here. I had patterns printed out, which for me is a minor miracle. I keep working from my phone and yeah, anyway. This pattern is from, it's a free Ravelry pattern. It's called Easy Mittens, and it's written by Barbara Naluko. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, it's a free Ravelry pattern, so I can show it like this. And aka knitting I love. And it's actually a very easy pattern. There's one place that I actually navigated from the pattern quite a bit. The first part of the pattern I followed meticulously. You will see there, see? I actually made little marks. First part of the pattern I did really follow. And then when I got to the thumb, there's this one part where it says, where the pattern says that you need to knit one. So let me just get all the papers here, because I'm at a different pattern. Knit one, and then knit until the last 2 stitches in a round of each mitten, knit 1 plus 1, knit 1. So you still do increases which didn't really work for me. I think if I did that increase, it would have sort of flared out, and I don't want that. So I just ignored that increase. And also the top part, this part, and the thumb is supposed to be seed stitch, and I thought, nah, I just wanted another ribbing. So those are parts that I did change, and I probably will keep changed. What I like about the pattern a lot is this part. For instance, is telling you exactly how big your fingerless mitten should be. That I like. I also bought this pattern, the Jessica Jones one. I can't show you more than this. This is a $2 pattern, and I'm very excited to start this. This one I did cast on now again. Cast on another one. And this is how far I came so far. Not very far yet. Still at the ribbing space. Just FYI, for those of you who are actually living in South Africa, I am planning on starting doing markets as soon as I have, say, end of May, when I have enough knitted finished objects. So I said I would do markets again once I have items to sell. Going to a market just with yarn doesn't always work very well. It works okay sometimes, and then other times you sell absolutely nothing. So that's what I'm up to. That's my whip. Other whip I'm not talking about, because it's still lying right there, and I work on it like one little row, and then another little row, and then two little rows, and you know, anyway. That's my liner shawl. These go really quickly. I mean, I want to say these gloves really work up very, very quickly. Right. Now I will just tell you about the shop update. The website is up and running. It's linked down below. Shop update should happen today or tomorrow. There should be yarn available. There is already yarn available. You can just go check. There are cottons available right now. Moya cottons and colors of grace are all there. And then you will also find in the shop now or tomorrow some of my hand-dyed yarns. My stock is very limited in my shop at the moment. I am busy rolling down and also waiting for some more yarn, so please be patient with that. But what you will see in the shop is available. Sometimes there are only 2 available, sometimes there's just 1 available really, but they are available, and they tend to be able to work very nicely with each other. So that will be the shop update. The link for the website is down below. Now guys, I'm really hoping to be able to make my YouTube sessions a bit longer than 30 minutes soon, but unfortunately I'm still on standard version, so 30 minutes is what I have to talk to you guys. If you like my channel and if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, press the like button. You don't have to. If you want to get notifications, then you need to click on the little bell down below. But if you don't want to get a notification, then don't click on the bell. You can just check whenever I have another sorry, I didn't lose a stitch. Most important thing, I didn't lose anything. But yeah, I am planning on being regular once a week. I'm trying to keep it on Mondays, but honestly sometimes it just goes haywire. I am still trying to keep it for once a week. If you don't see me on a Monday, you'll probably see me on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday, somewhere along the line, once a week. I will be away from my shop, my physical shop, for a week from the 23rd till the 29th, 30th. I'll be back that next week in my physical shop, but my online one, I'm just there. I'm always there. I might not be able to post your order within that week, but I'll be able to post it the next week. Okay, so please go visit my website, subscribe to the channel if you're watching and you're new and you haven't seen me before, if you like what you see and I'm entertaining you just ever so slightly. I'm wearing a cotton shawl, by the way, because in the heat you can't wear anything else than cotton. Please go and join the make along. I would be so excited to see you guys there, and remember that there will be prizes at the draw, mostly yarn. I will be contributing some of my own hand-dyed yarns. I will also be contributing from on my side bags, project bags. I've also got a contribution from Milani of Colors of Grace, which is a cotton blend, cotton yarn. It's not a blend, it's just cotton, 100% cotton yarn for project bags. Yeah, and I know that there will be some other dyers and people getting involved in gifts, so please just join, and I'll get you guys there. I am on Ravelry, say, twice a day, so if I don't immediately answer you or respond to anything, please forgive me for that. I'm saying I'm on Ravelry like once or twice a day. I think I'm talking nonsense now, because I'm usually there to browse patterns because they do have amazing patterns, you know. But yes, show notes will be on the Ravelry group, hopefully today, if I get to that. I really need to start dyeing now, so if that's not gonna happen, it will be tomorrow or later tonight, probably this evening. Yeah, join me there. It'd be great to have you there, great to see you guys. I can't even think of anything else to say. I will have sewing stuff to show next week, because I will be sewing. I will be sewing. Okay, I hope you have a great day. I am still 2 minutes short, but there is nothing else to talk about, so I will see you guys then. Hope to see you guys on Ravelry. Please join. Okay, bye.